What is up, guys? Welcome to the Halloween special video brought to you by Skillshare. So in this video, I'm going to be running through 4 different shoot ideas you can do this Halloween at home. They're super fun and you can set up these shoots right at home. But before we get into it, roll the intro. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to run you guys through 4 different Halloween themed shoots. They all vary in levels of spookiness. I'm going to show you guys some clips and photos from these shoots, and I'm going to give you my insights and some of my tips from these shoots. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Shoot number 1, the Backlight UV LED shoot. So for this shoot, I used 3 main things: an LED blacklight, a normal color blacklight, and some UV paint. So what we did was we put on one side the LED UV blacklight, and on the other side the normal LED light. Now because the LED blacklight is predominantly purple, we wanted to match that color with a colored LED, which I chose red for, and mixed together to make a really nice purple. As for the UV paint, what I did was on one side of the face of the model, I put some splatters and I drew some lines, and on the other side I left it clean because I wanted to have that contrast between the paint and the normal side. And of course the LED blacklight goes on the side where there's paint, and you're gonna see that it really glows really nicely. And one of my tips for the paint is you wanna mix and match colors. The colors we chose were blue and pink, and the pink turned out to be more of an orange, but that's fine, it still looked cool. And then one of the things I like to do to keep with a spooky theme was on the hand of the model, I drew some lines alternating blue and pink to kind of make it look like a skeleton hand. And yeah, I think I really like how that turned out. My one tip for this shoot is to mix the UV paint with some water, and this way it's going to be a little bit more runny and you're going to be able to splatter it a little bit better onto the model to give that kind of speckled look. This is because the paint is normally just a little bit thicker, so by putting water it's a little runnier and easier to come off, like when you do this. Yeah, next shoot. So for our next shoot, what is Halloween without the spooky spider webs? And yeah, I'm not really a fan of spiders. I'm kind of scared of them. But yeah, we did it nonetheless because we're being brave here. So what we did was we knew we needed to hang the spider webs from like different places. So we literally flipped the table and used the different legs of the table to string the webs from one corner to another to make the location where we were going to shoot at, essentially. Now with these cotton webs, what you want to do to make it look more web-like is to put tension on them and really stretch them out. And we found that when you stretch them out, they look the most natural and the most like spider webs and not just like white cotton. So what I did was I used the spider webs as foreground blur and I put it right in front of the lens, and it gave a little depth. This also lets you have the webs lead to the model, so you have some leading lines. So what I did was I asked Amber, our model, to play with the webs like in her hands, so it looked like she was the one who made the webs. So I had her like just move around, and you can experiment with different poses with the webs and I mean like different looks. One of my favorite shots from the shoot was where Amber's hand was creeping out of like a string of webs, and it looked really spooky, like something straight out of Stranger Things or something like that. So to do that, I made like a coat or a film of webs. So I struck it on 4 corners of the table and I stretched it out, and I gave some depth to it by putting different layers. And I asked Amber to reach out through the webs and just like lean over the table, even if it was kind of a weird position. Thanks, Amber. right, moving on to our third shoot, which is something really popular across Instagram and YouTube. I'm sure you've seen it before. They're smoke bombs. And I really love using smoke bombs because it just incorporates color in photos so nicely. When you do smoke bomb shoots, you're gonna wanna do it in not so harsh lighting because harsh daylight really cuts through the smoke and really fades the color. So the color won't be as rich and the smoke won't be as thick. The smoke's thick. If it's really bright, then you can maybe go inside somewhere, maybe a warehouse or like just a big open space because you don't want to choke yourself with that smoke. So for smoke bomb shoots, what I've found was that moving the smoke bomb around doesn't really give you the best photo because it kind of thins out the smoke. By keeping the smoke bomb in one space and then just moving it to another for another photo, you're able to let the smoke accumulate and get really thick, and that gives it a really nice deep color. Also, another thing to note is that you don't want it to be a really windy place, so maybe on top of a hill isn't the best place because what the wind will do is that it's gonna blow away the smoke before it even gets to accumulate and make a thick cloud of smoke, so you don't want that. Some technical tips on focusing because the smoke really makes it difficult to focus. You're gonna wanna use your viewfinder instead of live view. I usually shoot on live view, but for this I use my viewfinder because it focuses faster. And that's if you're on a DSLR, but if you're on a mirrorless, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's about it for smoke bombs. On to the last shoot. This last shoot is a personal favorite of mine. It's actually a concept that I just thought of. It's not my own original concept, but the preparation and staging of it at home was something that I just thought of. So I call this shoot Smoky Silhouettes. So what you're gonna need for the shoot is a nice strong light. I use an LED panel, one smoke bomb, and a light stand to put the light on. So the first thing you wanna do is put the light high up using the stand and shine the light down on the model. Next, you're gonna wanna position your model right where they block the light, so it kind of makes an outline around them. Now between the light and the model is where the smoke comes in. You're gonna put a smoke bomb right there, you light it, and it just creates this cloud of smoke, and the light will shine through that and onto the model, and the smoke will give the light this kind of atmosphere, which makes the silhouette look so much nicer. Again, with working with smoke, you're gonna wanna use your viewfinder because the autofocus is better if you're on a DSLR. Some notes on silhouettes. You're gonna want your model to face sideways and you're gonna want their profile instead of facing forward because you're not gonna be able to see this because it's gonna be dark. So facing sideways will allow you to see their outline, and so features like their nose, their mouth, their head, and their chin will be more prominent and give you a better shape. And oh, for this, since you're doing silhouettes, you're gonna expose for the light and make sure that your subject is darkened out so that it turns out to be a silhouette rather than exposing for your model and having the lights like really blown out. Now I know I said there were only 4 shoots for this video, but you can mix and match. And what we did was we realized that the spider webs under the blacklight glowed blue, which was pretty cool. So we played around with it and here are the results. You have now entered the sponsored part of this video. Scary. Click away while you can. This is an ad.
What are you doing?
I watched this Skillshare video about dramatic male portraits by Renee Robin, and I wanted to try it out.
Okay, whatever. Can you please just get ready? We're gonna be late for the party.
All right. Just let me finish this.
Okay, so weird.
So where were we? Wait. Ew. This lighting though. That's looking much better. But wait, I think we can make it a little bit better. Much better. So yeah, I was inspired by looking through Skillshare for different lighting techniques for this video. Especially that it's Halloween, lighting is super important. Skillshare is a super cool online learning community for creators with over 17,000 different classes with topics ranging from creativity, photography, videography, and even vlogging. And if you get premium membership, you get unlimited access to different classes for whatever you want to learn. And the best part is that the annual subscription is less than $10 a month. So if you've been brave enough to get to this part of the video, you'll find that it's not that scary, because Skillshare is letting me give the first 500 people who sign up in the link below 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free. So yeah, if you're interested in checking out some of their classes, just hit the link below and sign up. But for now, I'm gonna check out this scary makeup tutorial I found on Skillshare for this Halloween party. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these 4 different concepts for Halloween. It's time to get spooky, and you can vary your levels of spookiness with these different shoots. And so yeah, have fun and go take some photos. I'd love to see the photos that you take. Tag me at Gabpolitely if you wanted me to see it. And yeah, just have fun. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And I want you guys to leave a comment of your own Halloween shoot ideas. Let's help each other have a really fun Halloween and take great photos. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Or will I? Just kidding. I'll see you guys in the next video.